Good afternoon. Welcome to the 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest. I'm Carol Patrizi. Along with me is Cheryl Brown. She is, of course, one of the local school teachers in town here. We are here for the 37th Annual Parade. The parade is kind of going to end off this entire week's-long worth of festivities here in Morris. Let's talk a little bit about some of the events that have led up to this final parade. What we have found out is that this is the first time that the festivities has lasted an entire week. Usually I think it ran from Thursday to Sunday, something like that.
Right, that's correct. And this year we did a little something different. We went ahead and we had our concert the week before, which was a tremendous hit. We had Mickey Gilley and Pinkerton Bowden, and it goes real well because last year we had it on Saturday, I think it was, and with the concert going on and the different events going on during the day, it was very difficult to see both and do both. So they went ahead this year and they had it scheduled a week before the Corn Festival, and I think will probably continue that way.
Yeah, I think that worked real well. I was here for the Mickey Gilley concert, and that was fantastic. There was a good crowd for that. The entire Morris gym was just packed for that. I think a lot of people really enjoyed it, and you're probably right. It probably will last throughout the week. You said there was a good attendance throughout the entire week, too.
Yes, there was. There was an excellent attendance. On Wednesday night, the crowd was big for the outhouse races and the Sweet Adelines over at the courthouse. And on Thursday, we had the coffin races, which was the first time this year.
Coffin races. Now, what does that consist of?
It consisted of having 6 pallbearers. Of course, you have to have measurements to be exact, and for the length of the coffin and so on. And it did have to contain 1 live person inside. And what they did was they started here down the street, and the 6 pallbearers ran to the other end of the street, had to turn around and come back, and of course the first one across the finish line was the winner. They had like 30 races. It was men's and then women's, and then they had co-ed, and they really had a good time. It was teenagers only, and the kids really had a fantastic time, and there were a lot of good comments made about it, so I'm sure that will probably be an event next year also.
Okay, that sounds great, and I think a lot of people have had fun throughout this entire week here at the Grundy County Corn Fest, and we're looking forward to some more fun here during the parade itself. 80,000 plus are expected out here, and we have 176 plus units all entered into this parade, so come on back and join us at the 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest. We'll be back in just a moment. The 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest. With me is Keith Thackeray, who is the parade chairman for this year's festivities. Thanks for being with us. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect for today.
Well, you've got everything today from reindeer, the Army, some church groups, you name it, we've got it today, plus a beautiful day for a parade as compared to last year.
Last year you had some rain?
Yeah, it was cold weather, and this year we got it. We're going to have a parade. Big parade, 176 units, 31 bands, you name it, we got it.
Now, what is the difference between last year's festivities and this year's? In other words, I guess my basic question is, do you think there's been a big progression, bigger parades each year as the Grundy County Corn Fest continues?
Yeah, we've come up, we're running about 5, 8 units more a year. We're holding, though, it seems like around 180. We get to 200, we've got her made.
Is that what you're shooting for? Shooting for a parade of about 200 units?
About 200 units, and I think we'll hold her right there.
Now, this is probably pretty much the biggest parade in this area, isn't it?
Biggest one, Grundy County. There's very few that compare to it. We've got probably 50 people working on this thing, and it's quite a parade. A lot of work gone into it. We want a safe parade, though, and we hold the liquor down and everything else. We have to, we'll throw them out.
And how long have you been parade chairman? For how many parades?
Running 4 years this year. 10 years experience.
It's 10 years on committees, in other words.
Yeah.
Do you know how the Corn Fest started? How the parade or any of the festivities here began?
It had years ago, it had to do with the harvest and everything, and it's just progressed since then.
Well, good. We wish you luck today. It sounds like a good one. Thank you very much.
I got to run.
Okay. That's Keith Thayer, our parade chairman here for the 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest Parade, and we'll be back in just a moment. 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest, and I think you just might recognize my special guest here. Very familiar face. This is Smokey the Bear. Smokey, how you doing today?
I'm doing just fine.
And you're out here to help promote fire safety, is that correct?
That's right. And Fire Prevention Week is coming up in October from the 6th to the 12th. And I want everyone out there to be very fire conscious and be very fire safe, not only during Fire Prevention Week, but also all the rest of the year.
Now, Smokey, are you going to be inside the parade?
Yes, I'll be riding on one of the fire trucks from Dwight.
Okay, and have you ever been to one of these parades before?
Yes, I was here last year.
You looking forward to this one?
Yes, I am. I'm ready.
Well, you're a big hit with the kids, and we thank you for being out here, and we would also like to promote fire safety. Thanks for being with us today. This is Smokey the Bear, and we're at the 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest. We'll be back. 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest. Thanks for being with us. We've got some parade spectators here. About 80,000 plus people are expected to be out here for this parade. 176 plus units expected inside the parade itself. Included in that, about 31 bands. Let's talk with some of the people here. You're a regular on this corner, aren't you? At least yearly. Yearly regular for the parade?
Right. Came all the way from Indiana.
Did you really?
Yep.
And what keeps you coming back?
We just enjoy the whole atmosphere. The bees and all. It's fun.
The corn
It's a lot of
dogs
fun.
are what we really come for.
We sit right across from the corn dog stand.
And you make sure you get plenty of those all day. Now, are you from the area? How did you find out about the Grundy County Corn Fest?
I'm normally from Joliet, but we've been living in Indiana for 6 years. And the kids did participate when they went to Troy Shorewood schools in the band. So we just keep coming. It's a lot of fun.
That's great. That's nice to see that you take a trip to be out here. Are you too? Are you also from Indiana?
Shorewood. From Shorewood.
And your friends? You always come back?
We're all family.
All family
Just
here.
all family.
And you bring the whole family out. That's great.
Sure, we take up the whole corner here.
On a yearly basis.
Yearly basis, yes. We never miss.
If you had to tell anybody a reason to come out to the Grundy County Corn Fest, if you were in charge of public relations, what would you say to keep people coming back just like you do?
Well, I think it's the best parade anywhere. We go to all the parades, and I think it's the best one. It has the most
Yeah,
in
it
it. Yeah.
Creates loyalty for the town, I think, too.
And the corn dog.
And the corn dog.
Well, enjoy your parade. Have a good time today. Thank you. We are at the 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest. The parade will be beginning in just a few minutes. This is the 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest. Some young participants here with me. Tell me your names and your ages and what school you go to.
I'm Leslie Mitchell. I'm 17 and I go to Morris Community High School.
Arlene Haas, 17, Morris Community High School.
Diane Schweigert, 17, Morris Community High School. Jerry Munson, 17, Morris High School.
Okay, do you know anybody participating in the parade today, in the bands or anything?
Jamie Gardling.
Band, Morris
Queen.
Band.
Yep.
Morris Band.
ABC.
So now, you guys come out here every year for the parade?
Every year. We live here.
And, well, okay, but what do you like about the parade?
Everything. To meet
everybody.
People.
See everybody.
Yeah? Get to see everybody, that's the best thing. How about the food?
Great.
The chicken's good.
Corn dog. Lions Club.
And looking at the guys?
Yeah. No, they look at us.
Such a deal. This is the 37th Annual Grundy County Corn Fest. Stay tuned with us. The Grundy County Corn Fest Parade is just about set to begin. With us right now is the man in charge of the city here of Morris, is Mayor Washburn. Thank you for being with us. How you doing today?
Well, how could anyone not be doing good today? A grand and ideal day for a parade, and look at the crowd. As you could well see that people enjoy a good parade, and we're very happy they're down here and enjoying the events of the 37th Annual Corn Festival.
Well, we've heard a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of good things about the Corn Fest Parade out here. A lot of people say it's the best in this area, and they keep coming back.
And those are facts. That's right. This is the 37th annual, and each one seems to get larger and larger, and the turnout's better. Obviously, everybody has a good time.
Now, we hear you expect 80-plus people out here.
80 plus or 80,000?
80,000
Yeah,
plus.
that's
what
more like it.
Yeah, I think there's 80 people right here.
I know. My wife and I, Nancy, have just walked the entire parade route, and I don't think that's going to miss it far. And that makes us all happy here in the city of Morris.
Anything in particular that you're looking for in the parade? Any special event that you particularly like?
Oh, I love the floats, and I like the bands, and I like the big military equipment, and especially the brownies and the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, and I just love it all.
Are you
I love a parade.
Most people do.
Yeah.
Are you going to be participating in the parade?
Hey, if I make it down to the car on time.
Well, I'll tell you what, then we'll let you go. Thank you
Okay.
very much,
Thank
Mayor.
you.
Thank you
Yeah,
for being with
thank
us.
you.
This
Yeah.
is the 37th annual Grundy County Corn Fest.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We will. You too. Glad we had an opportunity to sit and listen to them for a while.
Here we have the outhouse and coffin race winners that performed Wednesday and Thursday evening of this last week.
Sponsored by Platteville United Methodist Senior Youth.
One of your outhouses right there.
Radio Rickshaw right there. Interesting concept. Electricity Electronics, best decorated.
GAVC.
On the side of the outhouse, I brake for constipated pedestrians. A lot of imagination goes into these floats.
And a lot of work.
Tweety, Dumbo, passing out candy, and the kids are flocking.
Who's that, Tweety?
Sure looks like.
These balloonograms are starting to be a very popular thing, I think. I know I get them for different people's birthdays, and for my birthday last year, someone sent me to school a bouquet of balloons, 25 in all,
Wow.
and a clown brought them, and with a tiny little symbol.
The crowds have dispersed just a little bit. They're in the process right now of possibly going to get something to eat or something to drink after 2 hours and 40 minutes of a parade here in Morris, right on Liberty and Main Street. That's where we're at the corner of at this point. This is the 1985 Grundy County Corn Fest, 37th annual parade. Cheryl Brown and I have been leading you through this past parade for the past 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's been a good time. What'd you think of the parade?
It sure has. I thought it was fantastic. Everyone did an excellent job. The bands, a lot of bands, which helps make a parade. A lot of pretty floats. I think it went over very well.
I do too, and we hope to see you back here next year for the 38th annual Grundy County Corn Fest. For WCOL Video, I'm Carol Patrizi.
Well, it's time to say goodbye again. Thanks for watching this WCOL video service production. I hope you've enjoyed it. WCOL is a community-minded organization that specializes in local-oriented video production.